Good morning, guys. Just getting set up for class, so I'll give you just a second. Since I just turned my computer on to find me, and we'll get started here real quick. Let's see, you can see on the description, I think I said it, we're doing hamstrings, outer thighs, and thighs today. Leg day is kind of close together this week, which is just perfectly fine, but you might still be a little sore from Monday's lower body workout. But don't worry, we're targeting some different muscle groups in the lower body today, so you'll be just fine. We'll work through it. You don't need a ton of equipment. You need weights and a step or a stool, something kind of lower to step up on. Today, if you don't have a step or a stool, that's just fine. You can still do this workout. I'll kind of show you how to modify stuff. So don't stress about it. But if you have a step or a stool, I've got like old school, steps from step aerobics and I don't even know when that was, 80s, early 90s. Step aerobics has been around for a long time. I think it's kind of coming back too. But I've got different risers. So I guess if you care, today I've got 4 risers under each side, making it just a little bit taller. So if you have options, but it's not a huge deal, just a more comfortable position for me. So have some sort of a step if you've got it today. If you don't worry, this workout will still work. And then you need lots of different weights. Now, weight-wise today, we are working several different muscle groups in the lower body. So as usual, I want you to have options. I want you to have some weight that would be considered really heavy for you. And then I want you to also have some light stuff, because we're going to do some really good outlet work at the end of class, and you're going to need something a little bit lighter. So I'll tell you what I have. 30s are my high end, heavy for me. So I've got 30s, 25s, 20s, and 15s options for my legs. And then I do want you to have some light stuff today. So I've got 8s and 5s nearby. All right. So gather your weights, get them ready to go. Get your step or bench nearby if you have that. We're going to get started. If you like to listen to music, I encourage it for workouts. I'm not going to play my music. I'm going to let you guys choose your own. So get your music going if you like that. Have some water. If you need a towel, all that kind of stuff. Get it all ready because we're about to get started. Early in the morning, I wake up, figure out, fine-tune the class for today, and then I have to start talking right away. So usually my voice is not quite ready this early in the morning to talk this much. So I'll have some water nearby, and hopefully I don't get like scratchy throat this morning. Okay, those of you who wanted to check in, hopefully you've done so already. Courtney, good morning. Lacey, good morning. Those of you that haven't had a chance to check in or don't like to check in, good morning as well. I'm glad you're here. Let's start out just with a simple stiff-legged deadlift. I want you to go light just to get warmed up. So for me this morning, 15s feel good. I'm going to start there with our stiff-legged deadlift. Just don't even take it very low or anything. Nice straight legs, shoulders back. We're just going to come forward, feel the stretch in your hamstrings, and bring it up, all right? Hamstrings, glutes, a little bit with this one. We are warming up, so just feel it out. This is the kind of, just do what feels good to you part of the workout. Don't go very low if you're feeling real tight and cold. It's like a blizzard outside my window, so it is not warm. My muscles are cold walking out here. They'll get warm quick, but not only am I using kind of a lighter weight, but I'm just not going down very low right now. I want to ease into these moves, and it's okay to do that, especially here at the beginning of class. So just kind of feel out, oh, my hamstrings are a little tight. Maybe this is as low as I want to go right now. And let's do 10 more. 10. You can go slower than me. I like to linger. Stretch at the bottom right here. Oh, especially for the warm up. Just kind of feel that stretch. 6 more. 6 and 5, 4. I'm feeling my glutes are sore from Monday. This is really, I knew they were sore, but this little warm up right here is really letting me know, yep, those glutes are sore. 1 more, and 1. All right, stand up straight for a second. If your grip is getting tired, you can set your weights down. We're gonna go back to a deadlift again, only this time we're changing the angle of our feet. So toes are out. Everything else is the same. You can have a slight bend in the knee, okay? This is gonna hit those hamstrings at a slightly different angle. You'll feel it, you'll love it. You ready? Here we go. Still that deadlift, okay? As always, I am sort of in your living room with you, but not physically. So if anything hurts you, modify it. Don't quit, modify. So for example, if this angle hurts your hips or your knees or your ankles, then just go back to that neutral position with your toes forward. That's all right, okay? Modify, don't quit. Take it nice and slow. We're still kind of in that warm-up mode, so we're not too heavy. We're gonna do some extra reps, I guess, here. Let's go for 8 more. 8, 7, 6, 5. We're getting there. 4, 3, 2. Last one. And 1. All right, I'm gonna set my weights down just for a second so I can stand up straight, you know, kind of wiggle around, loosen things up. We're moving to a side lunge. We're still kind of in that warm-up mode. So evaluate. How warm are you feeling? We're gonna do a side lunge weighted, looks like this, okay? If you're still feeling real tight, just hold one weight. Kind of figure out how you feel and where you're at, okay? So, I've got my 15s. I'm gonna show you how to do this with 2 weights. You can hold 1 or 2. We're gonna lunge that direction. I don't have hands, I'm holding my weights, okay? So, how we do this is right arm hangs down, left arm rests on the hip, toes are forward, okay? We're gonna step out, bend that knee, and push back. So get going, feel it out. This is the first kind of move that we've done for inner thighs. So again, we're still getting warm. If you're feeling real tight, don't go super low. The other thing that's really important here, you want to bend at the knee more than at the waist. So your waist is going to hinge a little bit, but keep your chest up. Try not to bend at the waist too much. Bend at that knee and give me a big strong push back. Keep going. But what I mean is I don't want you to come here and hinge forward and come up, okay? We're not working our lower back. We are working our inner thighs. Believe it or not, you'll believe me tomorrow, I promise. Push. All right, we're gonna do 10, 9, 8, and 7, 6. If you are choosing to just hold one weight, You'll hold it, keep going, like this. This one that hangs down, all right? As we go along, keep going. You may choose to go with 1 or 2 at any point. Now you know how to hold them. 2 more. Last one. And 1. All right, again, we're getting warm, right? I'm gonna set my weights down. A lot of times I like to set my weights down, especially if you're holding something really heavy because your grip gets tired. But also with a lot of this stuff, your lower back is gonna start to get tired, which is fine, I'm strengthening it, but give yourself a second to just stand up straight with no added weight, all right? Okay, we're just gonna lunge on the other side. Do not be afraid. We're doing a lot of repetitions of things today. We're doing lots of different sets. Hang this arm down. This arm goes on your hip. Let's get going. So if your weight is not right for you, meaning it could be too light or too heavy, switch it. You don't need to even complete a set. You don't even have to say, well, I did this weight on the other side, so I got to do it on this side. No, you don't. Get to the weight that you need to get yourself the workout that you need today. Lunge, big push. All right, you ready for your 10? Let's do it. 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, last one, and 1. All right, I'm gonna put my weights down. We're gonna go back to just plain old, regular stiff-legged deadlift, only you're gonna go up in weight, okay? Getting close. So we're gonna do about 12 to 15 reps. I think I'm gonna grab my 20s and I'm feeling it out from there. I think that'll get me where I need to be with a little bit of a higher amount of reps, right? So we don't wanna hurt ourselves, and we kind of wanna feel out where we need to be for our max. So this gives you an opportunity to do that. Go up and weight, shoulders back. Excuse me, here we go. Feel it out. Keep that back nice and flat. You've got 13 more. This is a move that's a little slower, more deliberate. That is fine. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, 6, and 5. Start to ask yourself here, how do I feel with this weight? 4, I feel like I need to go up a lot when I max out. Is this close to the top of my range of what I could do for 10 reps? 2 more. 2, last one, and 1. All right, set her down. Okay, we get to use our bench for the first time. If you do not have a bench that will work, we're doing an elevated side lunge, okay? If you don't have a bench that will work to do this, do it on the ground, all right? So, we're static. That means this leg is the only one that bends, okay, like so. But we are gonna add some heavy weight to this. So I'm gonna go even heavier than our side lunge on the ground. We're going up in weight. We're warm now. We're getting warm, right? So I think I'll stick with those 20s. And we'll see how we feel. Stick my leg up on here. Get a nice wide base, okay? This arm hangs down. This arm's up on your side. You're gonna bend your knee, push off, okay? You can move this weight down, whatever you want. Add some weight, okay? But the same thing applies here. I want both your toes forward. Your legs are, don't lift with that lower back. From your waist up stays pretty steady, okay? Higher repetitions here. Feel it out, right? We will max out at some point. So see how you're feeling with the weight you've got. We're gonna do 12 more. 11. 10. If you don't have much range of motion, meaning when you bend your knee, you don't go down very far, try taking your legs farther apart. 7. 6. You should just be feeling a little shaky, right? 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right, we are going to take just a quick breath before we move to the other side. Stand up straight, wiggle it out. Big deep breaths, get a drink if you need it. So that I don't mess around trying to get my bench set up on the other side, I'm going to turn away from you for this one. Pardon my back, okay? But you guys know what you're doing. I always feel bad. So I spent years doing public speaking. And believe it or not, I used to be an anchor on a local news program years ago. And you're never supposed to turn away from the camera. So I will apologize, but it doesn't really apply for home workouts, hopefully. Okay, grab that weight if you need to change it up. Change it up, right? I'm gonna put my foot up here, both toes need to face forward, and I'm gonna step wide, okay? This arm hangs down, the other one can just rest on your leg. Ready? Bend and push off. So you want that range of motion, you wanna be able to get a good, nice, deep knee bend. The other problem with turning away from you, I never brush my hair, and I never look at my hair from behind. So, I don't know what's going on back there. I apologize. Push. And push. All right, guys. We are going to go with 12 more. 12. 11. 10. 9. And 8. 7. 6. Keep those toes and knees forward. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Beautiful job. Okay, we're gonna set these guys down. Catch your breath. You're gonna need it because here's where we're gonna max out with our deadlifts. Okay, so be careful. Maxing out is totally personal to you. If something's not feeling quite right, don't max out today. Do a lighter weight, just do more repetitions. When we max out, you go as heavy as you can go for 10 to 12 reps. So 20s at about 15 reps, I was feeling it pretty good, but I'm gonna need to go up in weight. So I'm gonna try my 30s for this deadlift, all right? Here we go. 10 to 12 reps, feel it out, you know, if you want to keep and we're done, keep going. If you need to stop at 9, stop. All right, ready? Here we go. Keep your weight in your heels. Lift with your hamstrings and glutes, not your back. 7 more. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Put those heavy weights down. Carefully. Take a second. We're going to do a deficit deadlift on our bench. You can do this on the floor if you need to. We're going down in weight. So I'm going to go back to my 15s, higher repetitions, okay? This is kind of, I hate to call it an active rest because we're not resting. We're working our muscles in a different way that's much needed. That's going to bring us gains. So here's the deal with the deficit. You're going to stand up on your bench. If you've got hamstring range of motion to do this with a flat back, you have the potential to go lower in your deadlift than your toes, right? Now, as you can see, I don't have that range of motion today. That is okay too. Do what you can do. This gives you the potential to go lower into that deadlift than if you are on the floor. But if your range of motion today doesn't get you there, don't force it. You still want to be lifting with your hamstrings. So if you feel that lower back taking over, if you have to hinge at the waist to get low like this, you're doing it wrong. You're going too low, okay? Go as low as you can with proper form. Lighter weights, more repetitions. Breathe. All right, 12 more. 12. 11. 10. Baby that lower back. 9. Go as low as you can and still be lifting with those hamstrings. 8. 7. 6. 5. 3. As I'm getting warm, I can go a little bit lower. 2. Last one. And 1. I'm coming off my bench. And we're going to catch our breath. Okay, we're going to max out again. This time we're maxing out on the side lunge on the ground, okay? You have a couple options. You can hold 2 weights. I'm going to try to hold 2. I'm going to try to do both my 30s. I showed you how to hold the 2. We're going to start lunging this way. So this leg is moving. So your left arm would be down, right arm would be on your hip, okay? You can also hold 1 weight. It doesn't make this move any easier or harder if you hold 1 or 2. It just depends on the weights you have, right? So if you prefer to just hold 1 and you have a weight that's heavy enough for you to max out holding 1, then do it, okay? You can do it like this, cool. But I need a little more weight. I think the highest weights I've got in here right now are 30s. So I'm gonna hold 2. We're doing 10 reps. Baby your back. I'm gonna say it a million times today because a lot of what we're doing at the beginning of class, you have to stabilize with that lower back a lot. So if you start to feel that lower back hurting, go down in weight. Okay, max out, 10 reps. I'm trying my 30s. Those of you that worked out with me yesterday, I tried to max out with a bicep curl and I couldn't even do 1 single curl. I tried something that was a little too heavy for me. Don't be afraid to do that. Try it. If you have to swap out in the middle, or I couldn't even get it up for one repetition. I had to just drop them. So there's no shame here. I want you to do what works for you. So get set. We're lunging that way. Ready? Here we go. Big lunge. Keep that upper body stable. This is a big push for me, but we're maxing out. So it's supposed to be tough, and it might get a little ugly. Do not lift with your back. Keep that upper body upright and straight. We're gonna do 8 more. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one for me. 1. All right, I'm gonna be careful. Settle down. Catch your breath, stand upright. You might be throwing in a few extra repetitions right now if you felt like you were a little light, and that's fine too. If you really have that true max, you're gonna need just a second to catch your breath. So we'll take it. If you weren't quite feeling the true max today, then you can use this time to do a few extra repetitions. All right, guys, let's do the other side. Okay, I'm gonna stick with those 30s. I think we did like 11 repetitions or 12, because I didn't count the first 1 or 2, so we'll try to stick with that here on this other side. All righty. My right arm hangs down. Left arm is on my hip. Toes are forward. Let's do it. Big push. I'm going to do 8. 8. I think that equals 12. 7. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right. Catch your breath. We're going to do 1 more set of our deficit deadlifts. You can do them on the ground if you want. This is not a max out move. This is a move you're going to go down in weight slightly. We already did 1 set, so we're going to do about 15 or so repetitions. I think I'm going to stick with my 15s. That's what I did on there before. Choose if you want to stay or do something different, okay? All righty. Up on that bench, I already talked you through it. If you don't feel stable or comfortable, elevated, just do some lighter weight deadlifts on the ground. Let's go. Twelve more. 8. 7. 5. 3. 2. Last one. 1. All right, I think we need to stand upright for just a second. I'm gonna grab my towel, get a drink if you need, and we're gonna move on. All right, we're pushing some heavy weight, especially with these max out deadlifts today. So shake those hands out, forearms. If you feel like lately you've been pushing real heavy weight and your grip gets really tired of your forearms, invest in some gloves with wrist support or straps that strap on. You can get them on Amazon. They're not very expensive. They're worth it. If you're feeling like your grip cannot hold up to the weight you need. It's worth the investment, okay? We're gonna give it a little rest. And then this is our final max out set. We did one other max out for stiff-legged deadlifts. This is the second and final max out for deadlifts. I maxed out with 30s last time, and that was about right. 10 to 12. And then we're gonna move on. I know this is holding really heavy weight for a while this morning, and we have to use a lot of our core and back muscles to stabilize us, so be cognizant of that. How's your back feeling? Do you feel like you can max out through here? If you don't, then don't max out here, okay? All right, final one. 30s, I think, yes. Can't see the numbers on them. They're too heavy to move. All right, 10 to 12. Let's see if we can do 12. You ready? Let's go. 10. 7. 5. 4. Last one. And 1. It's the grip at this point. That's the worst, right? Okay, great job. That's it for maxing out with those deadlifts. So if you're feeling like your grip is super tired, your lower back's getting about done, then you're in the perfect place because we're done with that. We are gonna do one more set of elevated side lunges. I'm gonna start away from you because I wanna start with the leg we ended with. Remember these ones, right? We're gonna do higher repetitions, a little bit lower weight. You can hold 2 weights or 1, okay? You know what I think I'm gonna do? I don't know if my grip can stand it, but I held 2 15s last time. So this time, I think I'm just gonna hold 1 30, so one of my hands can get a rest. Just personal preference. So if you wanna hold 2, you're not doing anything wrong. Just personal preference on this one. So I'm gonna be holding the weight in the arm farthest from where I'm elevated. So this is gonna have my weight. You can do these on the ground. So you would just be here, okay? So let's give it a go. We're gonna do 15 or so repetitions. Toes are forward, get a nice wide base. Here we go. Down, push. You just kind of want to tip over to the side. We've got 10 more. 10. 8. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. All right. That guy goes down for a second. Same thing, we're just gonna swap over to the other side. I'm gonna catch my breath. Check our time, right? I always have way too much to fit in than we have time for. It's gonna happen to me again today, so I'm gonna have to make some cuts. What am I gonna cut? All right, you ready? Get that foot up there. Nice wide base. Let that weight hang down. Let's go. Bend, straighten. You're just gonna start to feel real shaky. It's kind of how this one feels. If you're going heavy enough. 10 more. 10. 9. 8. 7. 6. 5. 4. 3. 2. Last one. And 1. Okay. Now, we might stand up again. I'm gonna see what we have time for. But we've done a lot of inner thigh and hamstrings. I wanna throw in some outer thigh like I promised, and make sure we get that in before we run out of time if we're going to. So we're gonna come down to the mat with the disclaimer that you might have to stand up again at the very end of class. Sorry. So come on down. You need to have your lighter weights within reach. So 8s, 5s, 3s even, possibly. We're gonna do a clamshell to start with. So I want you to lay down. I'm gonna start out with an 8 and see how long I can keep hold of that 8. So I'm coming down on my side. Get out of the way, guys. All the way down. And then you're just gonna bend your knees in kind of a natural position. So I don't need you to tuck your knees into your chest. Just give me a little bend and try to get in a position that's kind of comfortable on that hip. You can support your head like this, or you can lay flat down, whatever's feeling good, okay? Like I said, I'm gonna try an 8. I'm keeping my 5 real close by though. And I'm gonna just rest it right there close to my knee. Feet are gonna stay together, and you're gonna give me a little open and open. We are gonna flow into like 3 or 4 different moves. The idea is to go from one to the next without any break, all right? So if you need to go down in weight as we go, make it quick. You can also get rid of the weight altogether if it just becomes too much. And you'll know what I'm talking about here real quick, all right? Give me 15, 14, focus on that, lift up. 12, 11, outer thigh here. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3. Now, pay attention. 2. Last one, follow me. Knees together, feet up. Now we're back to our clamshell. Once you get going in this position, adjust your weight so that you're lifting the bulk of it. So in this position, I like to take my weight behind my legs slightly. You'll feel it. Where are you lifting the most weight? Don't keep it right on the side because we're kind of at a different angle, right? Now is when you're gonna start to feel that in your outer thigh and your glute. You got 15, here we go. 15, 14, 13. I think we're gonna do about 2 more and I'm already dying. 12, 11, 10, 9, 8. Oh my gosh, this is where I start yelling. 6, 5. I really want to try to hold on to this 8-pound dumbbell. 3, 2. Now leave your knee up. Okay, put your bottom foot down. Give me a lift, lift, lift. Now take that weight close to your knee. The closer you are to your knee, the harder this is. Don't roll the weight up by your hip. That's cheating, okay? All right, we're lifting straight up. We're gonna do 12, 11, 10. Keep your knees off one another. 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Now hold your leg up. Follow me. Straighten. Bend to 90. All the way down, up. Squeeze it straight. Bend. All the way down and up. So our glute and outer thigh is fried right now. I want you to go all the way down so your knees are resting on top of one another at the bottom of this one. I want that full range of motion. So take it all the way down, up, and then I want you to squeeze your legs straight, okay? So push it out straight. We're doing 12, 11. How's your outer thigh and glute feeling? 10. Amazing, right? 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. All right, this is the final set. Straighten that leg, leave it here. Lift, lift, lift. Tiny leg lifts. Now there's a few subtle changes you can make while you're lifting. You can roll your hips forward slightly, and that really engage your glute and outer thigh. Don't roll your hips towards the ceiling. If anything, roll them slightly down. Keep your leg really straight and flex your foot. You've got 15 seconds. Here we go. 15, 14. Get to a position that you feel it in your inner thigh, or your outer thigh, excuse me, and glute. 9, 8, 7, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Hold it up. Point. Flex. Point. Should we do a little burnout? Flex. Sure we should. Point. Little teeny ones. 10 seconds. Point your toe. Take it a little bit higher if you need. 4, 3, 2. All right, I promise you're done. Roll forward slightly, bend your knee, let that weight go. Okay, now that outer thigh and glute is just gonna be completely fried and really tight. So, what I like to do, give it a little pat or a punch. I know it seems weird, I promise it helps. Little pat or a punch, and then just roll over, shake it out. Great job. I love that little set for outer thigh. You're gonna feel it in that outer thigh, you're gonna feel it in your glute. Give that hip a little hug, maybe circle it out a bit because we have to lay on it on the other side, okay? Whoo, I can't do that. Oh my goodness. All right, sit on up. We're gonna do that whole set on the other side. How was the weight you chose for yourself? I would much rather have you get to a point that you have completely maxed out, that you can't even lift your leg anymore, and you need to go down in weight, than if you felt like you could do way more of what we just did. If you feel like you could have gone a lot longer than what I had you do, your weight is too light, and that is okay. You didn't do anything wrong. We're gonna learn, right? So when we move to this other side, I want you to go heavier. 8s were just for me. So I'm gonna stick with it. See if I can lay on this side, and I think we will have enough time to do my final little move I wanna do at the end. Woo! So Go ahead and bring it down. Oh my, oh my. And we're just gonna give ourselves a little bend, right? Just kind of get comfortable on that hip. It's probably impossible at this point because that bottom hip is so tight, right? And then we're gonna take our weight right down by the knee. You ready? Open and open. When I used to have live class in gym, and many of you attended that too, I used to joke with this move because this whole set with all of the moves combined, right here at the beginning, you're like, oh, this isn't so bad, right? Yeah, this is nice. And that changes real fast. All right, 15, 14, 13, and 12. 10, 9, and 8. 7, 6, focus on that outward push. 4, 3, 2, we're gonna move quick, follow along. Knees together, feet up, and get going. Now you're gonna feel, okay, I gotta move that weight kind of behind my leg a little bit, right? This is where I really start feeling it in my outer thigh and glute, this angle right here. All right, 15, 14, 13, 11, 10, 9, 8, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2. Last one, leave your knee up, put your other foot down, and just give me a lift. If you need to adjust your weight, go ahead and do it. Keep it down close to your knee. Not right on your knee, but down there close to that knee. Oh my, oh my. 12 more. 12, keep your knees off one another for this one. 10, 9, I'll let you put your knees together in just a second. Oh my gosh, 6, 5, 4, 3, 2, hold that leg up, straighten, bend, now you can go all the way down and up. Straighten, bend, all the way down, up. Straighten. I really want you to push that leg straight. You'll feel it, right? You'll feel it in your glute when you do that. Squeeze straight. 12, 11, 10, and 9. Oh my goodness. 8, 7, 6. It's been a while since we've done this set, guys. 5. I forgot how good it is. 4. Oh. 3. 2. Last one. Leave that leg straight. Give me a lift, okay? These are little teeny high lifts. Keep your foot flexed. You can roll your hips forward slightly. Just get to an angle that you really feel this in that outer thigh. Also, how big you make your lift is kind of dependent on how you feel this. You can do little tiny high ones. You can make them a little bigger. We're burning out that outer thigh, so get there, okay? 15, 14, 13, and 12. 11, 10, 9, 8, 7, and then I made you do that little pointed toe thing, didn't I? We're gonna do it again. 4, 3, 2, last one. Hold it up, point, flex, point, flex, and point. Hold the point. Little teeny mini high pointed lifts for 10 seconds. 5, 4, 3, oh my gosh, 2, and 1. I don't even know if I can bend my leg, so I'm gonna roll my hip forward. Oh, and then I think I can go into that bend. Oh my goodness. All right, we gotta work it out. Roll over on your back, shake it out for just a second. Shake, shake, shake. And then give that knee a hug. Okay, I think we have time. I really, really wanted to get in one lift that was a single leg deadlift for our hamstrings, and we have time. So I know, rock and roll up. We're doing one more on our feet. It's gonna be a quick one, okay? So here's what we're gonna do. You're gonna use your bench to elevate one of your feet. It can be bent, whatever. And then we're gonna do 12 single leg deadlifts on one leg, and then we're just gonna quickly switch to the other. I want you to go heavy. It's not a complete max out. We're doing about 12 reps, but I want you to be close. So I've been maxing out with 30s. That's my true max for this. So I think I'm gonna try at 25. You should have somewhat of an idea of where you need to be. So 1 foot up. This is just a one-legged deadlift. So the idea is just to get the other leg out of the way, okay, behind you. Shoulders back, don't fall forward. Be careful on this first one. Here we go. You kind of poke your butt back so you can maintain that balance. We're doing 10 more. I got 2 under my belt already for a total of 12. 9. I told you to go heavy. Heavy still. 8. 7. 6. Oh my gosh. So good. And part. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. Set them down. Okay. Final 12 reps. You need to be pretty heavy still, right? 12 is not that far off from like a complete max out. So I'm still up there real close to my max in weight. Okay, are we ready? No, we're not, but we're gonna do it, right? Okay. Final leg, single leg, heavy deadlift, 12 reps. Do more if you need to. All right, what leg am I on here? I don't even know. What day is it? Where am I? Okay, you're ready. Let's go. Ten more. 10. I am a shaky mess. 9. 8. 7. 6. 4. 3. 2. Last one. 1. That is it for us today, guys. We are done. Done with class. I want you to take just a second. That last lift was a heavy one. So catch your breath. You did an awesome job. This was another big, heavy strength day. I love it. We need it right now. We're gonna add some new and different classes in on the new year, but right now, let's really focus on getting stronger. Throw in some activity, cardio, just be active, move around, you know, throughout your week, and I'll take care of the strength part for you, okay? All right, let's do a quick stretch. I'm gonna use my bench for that. If you have to run, I get it, but let me know if there was a move or a set that you loved. Today, we got our inner thighs, our outer thighs, and our hamstrings. If you did Monday's workout, you have a well-rounded strength workout for your lower body today, or this week. Let's do our inner thigh stretch. Just bend. You can kind of angle in different positions. You can put, let me get closer, your heel up if you like. Get to a place that you can feel that inner thigh stretch. You can change it up, right? So I like to stretch with my toe up, and I like to stretch and kind of lean out in the middle here. You can throw your foot up on something higher if you want. What I meant to say is we've hit basically all the muscle groups in the lower body this week. The ones that I did not specifically focus on, for example, calves, right? Specific day that I said, we did lots of compound moves. And on lunge, remember this one? Was killer quad, all right? So we did compound moves this week. I got you covered for your entire lower body. If you show up tomorrow, then between Tuesday and Thursday, you will have your entire upper body taken care of. We have not done a lot of specific core work. I'm gonna stretch my quad just because I want to. It's gonna feel good. But that has us using our stability and our balance is working our core. I know people love their ab days. For me personally, I don't do a lot of specific ab work because tons of what we do for our upper body and lower body incorporates our core. I will throw in some ab work sometimes. I've got some workouts up here that are specific to your abs. If you are one that really wants to specifically work your abs, go back, find one of my old core workouts on here and do it. But if you're finding that you're like me and you know your core stability, strength, it's kind of this all-encompassing thing that we get in all of our other workouts, just know I'm not neglecting our core because I'm not doing a specific ab workout. Tons of what we do works the core as well. And I don't feel like if you're consistently showing up to classes with me, you don't need to do a lot of specific work because we got it in, okay? All right, great job today. That was a lot of information you didn't even need to know or care to know about, probably. But let me know if you finished the workout. Let me know if you had a favorite or if you had some moves that you just felt like, you know, that's really what I needed today. That felt great. I am for accountability because I need it. So if that helps you, check in, say, yes, I did this workout. I completed the workout, Erin. I will give you props. I will tell you great job because you did do a great job to complete the workout. But also, just for your own sake, I think having some accountability and holding ourselves accountable in whatever ways we need to is helpful. All right, so just for yourself, hey, I did it, right? So great job. I'll see many of you tomorrow. If you've got snow where you're at, go out and let me know what moves today you really liked. What did I like? You know, I haven't done that outer thigh set that we did with the lightweight. So I think that was my favorite today. I'm glad we got all that. I was feeling it. The outer thigh, Lacey, me and you are right on the same page. That's what I liked too. And you liked the toes out deadlifts. Yes. Your feedback, Lacey, that is so helpful for me. Anybody else who wants to tell me a favorite or just wants me to tell me to stop talking, fine too. Let me know favorite moves. Let me completed the workout, and I'm gonna get cleaning up. I hope you have an amazing Wednesday. What day is it? Wednesday. I'll be here tomorrow. For me, it's harder to wake up, right, on